Hello, welcome to BioGrades TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. History of Guinea Bissau. Guinea Bissau is a country in West Africa with an estimated population of about 1.9 million. It has Senegal at its northern border and Guinea to the southeast. Guinea Bissau is an ethnically diverse country. Some of the ethnic groups include the Fula, who make up the largest portion of the population, about 29%, the Balanta, Mandika, Papel, among many others. There is also a group known as the mestiços, who are the mixed Portuguese and African descent. The country also has a small population of Portuguese and Chinese. Portuguese is the official language, and 2% of the population speak it as a first language, while 33% speak it as a second language. Creole is the national language and is widely spoken across the country. About 54% of the population speak Creole as a first language, and about 52% speak it as a second language. When it comes to religion, majority depends on who you ask. The CIA World Factbook in 2008 placed the religious distribution at about 45% Muslim, 22% Christian, 15% animist, and 18% unspecified or others. But in 2010, a Pew Research survey showed that about 62% were Christians, 38% Muslim, and 0% for traditional African religions and unaffiliated. Guinea-Bissau in the past was a part of the Kingdom of Kaabu, as well as of the Mali Empire. The Kaabu Empire, which thrived from 1537 to 1867, was a great empire centered within modern northeastern Guinea-Bissau and parts of today's Gambia and Senegal. It grew to prominence in the region due to its origins as a former imperial military province of the Mali Empire. After the Mali Empire collapsed, Kaabu became an independent empire with Kansala as the imperial capital. With time, the empire fell to European powers during the scramble for Africa. Guinea-Bissau was a colony of Portugal from the late 15th century. It was known as Portuguese Guinea, and later from 1951, it became the overseas province of Guinea. An armed struggle for independence began in 1956, which was championed by the Amilcar Cabral-led African Party for the Independence of Guinea and Cape Verde, PAIGC. Sadly, in January 1973, Cabral was assassinated. Despite his death, the PAIGC had taken control of many parts of Guinea by 1973. Independence was unilaterally declared on the 24th of December 1973, which is now marked as the nation's Independence Day. Luis Cabral, co-founder of PAIGC and brother of Amilcar Cabral, was appointed the first president of Guinea-Bissau. Following independence, the PAIGC government executed thousands of local Guinean soldiers who had fought alongside the Portuguese against the PAIGC guerrillas. João Bernardo Vieira seized power in 1980 and was president for 19 years until 1999. He won the first ever multi-party elections in 1994, though he was the incumbent. Civil war broke out in 1998 after an army uprising, which led to the president's removal in June. Elections again were held in 2000, and Kumba Lala was elected president. 3 years later, Lala was overthrown in a coup. When the next elections took place in 2005, Vieira, who had just returned from exile, stood in as a candidate and won after the second round of voting. On the 2nd of March 2009, however, President Vieira was killed by a group of soldiers. The National Assembly Speaker, Raimundo Pereira, was appointed to serve as interim president until elections were held in June, which Malam Bakai Sanha won. Sanha did not complete his term, as on the 9th of January 2012, he died of complications from diabetes, and Pereira was again called to serve in an interim capacity. Later in April, Pereira was ousted in a coup and General Mamadou Touré Nkrumah took control of the country in the transitional period. When elections were held in 2014, former Finance Minister José Mario Vaz was elected president. He is the only president since Guinea-Bissau's independence that has been able to complete a 5-year term. He was succeeded by Umaro Sissoko Embalo in February 2020. Guinea-Bissau has a non-aligned foreign policy and has cordial relationships with many states and organizations. The country is a founding member of the Community of Portuguese Language Countries, CPLP, also called the Lusophone Commonwealth. It is an international organization across countries in 4 continents where Portuguese serves as an official language. Guinea-Bissau has 8 regions and 1 autonomous sector. The regions are further divided into 37 sectors. The regions include Bissau, Biombo, Bafata, Bolama, Oyo, Gabu, Tombali, and Quinara. Guinea-Bissau's economy depends primarily on agriculture. Fish, cashew nuts, and groundnuts are its important exports. The country has one of the lowest GDP per capita in the world, with over 2/3 of the population living below the poverty line. Football is unarguably the most popular sport in Guinea-Bissau. Their national football team has never qualified for the FIFA World Cup, but have made 2 appearances in the Africa Cup of Nations, their debut appearance being in 2017 and the second in 2019. Some of the attractive places to see in Guinea-Bissau include the capital city Bissau, the Portugal Quarter, the Gebo River, Pijiguiti Memorial, and the Museum of African Artifacts. The Bijagos Archipelago, which comprises 18 small islands, is also a place to visit. What have we missed out of this history? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.